Hello everyone, Ninja here. Welcome to another guide on how to use the clash.ninja upgrade tracker. This video assumes you've already registered an account and added your village to the tracker. If you haven't done that yet, check out the previous videos which cover setting up an account and provides an overview of the upgrade tracker. Today I'll be covering the planners, explaining what they are and how to use them. There are 2 planners on the home village tracker and also 2 on the builder base tracker. These can be found in the Builders tab and the Lab tab. The planner is essentially a horizontal timeline that displays when an upgrade for your village starts and ends. If you're familiar with Gantt charts used for project management, these are very similar. As there are active upgrades on the tracker, these are already plotted on the timeline showing when they were complete. The Builders planner is for your builders in the village and the Lab planner is for planning out your laboratory upgrades. As a side note, if you're viewing this on a phone, it'll be much easier to use if you use your phone in a landscape orientation to provide more horizontal space for the timeline to render. On the timeline, the top row is labelled Events, and this displays when in-game events are active. If we press the 1 month button, we can see that there are 2 coloured blocks. The first one is the grey block titled Clan Games. This will start on the 22nd and run until the 28th. Next is the orange or yellow colour block, which is CWL, that will start on the 1st. The label is obscured by the next season bank payout marker, but if we drag the timeline along, you can see that it says CWL. This is helpful for making sure that your hero upgrades are complete so that they are ready for use in a CWL. As I previously mentioned, there is also a marker for the next season bank payout. Knowing when this is can be helpful for ensuring that you have a builder free to make use of those resources, and may plan out some of the more expensive upgrades to complete then. You can move the timeline by dragging it from side to side and zoom in either using the mouse wheel or on a touchscreen by pinching. Along the bottom there are various controls for the timeline which perform similar actions. The first button on the left with the magnifier and minus sign zooms out. The next button, labelled Now, moves the timeline to display the current time. This is useful if you've zoomed in and dragged the timeline into the future and you want to return to the current point in time. Next, we have the Show All Items button. This will adjust the zoom of the timeline to fit all of your planned upgrades so you can see that everything is being planned. The fourth button with the magnifier and plus sign zooms in. The next block of buttons further right are shortcuts to show certain time spans. Pressing the 1 week button will show the next 7 days on the planner. The 1 month button shows the next month, and the 3 month button shows the next 3 months. The last 2 buttons are helpful if you've planned quite far into the future, especially at higher town hall levels. If we move down, we can see there is a queue for each builder showing the current active upgrade for each. These are a vertical version of the builder rows on the timeline above, so as you can see, builder 1 is upgrading air defence number 1 to level 9, and this will take 9 days and 11 hours, which corresponds to what is displayed on the timeline. Moving down a bit further, we can see this section that is labelled Unassigned. These are all the outstanding upgrades for this town hall level that haven't been assigned to a builder. It may be that the next upgrade I wish to complete is a gold mine to level 14 once builder 3 has finished upgrading a bomb tower. I can use this handle on the left to drag it onto the builder queue. Once I let go, the timeline is automatically updated to show when it will start and end in relation to the other upgrades. If I hover over it, I can see the exact start time and end time. It is also possible to assign upgrades to a builder by using the Send To button, which is the arrow button on the bottom right of each upgrade. If you press this, a context menu appears with a list of builder numbers, and pressing one of those will send the upgrade to that builder queue. Once again, the timeline is updated to show this upgrade also. You can also reorder the upgrades in the queue, so if you decided you wanted to complete this upgrade before the gold mine, you can drag this up the queue using the handle on the left. Once you are happy with your plan, you can press the green Update button to save your plan. A message displays at the bottom to let you know that this has been saved. On the left hand side, there is a red button that says Reset. This is for reverting back to the saved version of the plan if you've made changes. So for example, if I change the order of these planned upgrades, and then decide that I don't like the new order, I can press the Reset button. A warning is displayed in case you press the button by accident. We want to proceed, so I'll press OK. The planner is then reverted back to the saved version. The middle button is the yellow one titled Clear. This is useful if you've created a plan but then you decide you have some different upgrade priorities and want to start over fresh. If you press the clear button, it will move all of the planned upgrades back to the unassigned section so that you can start over. Once again, a warning is displayed in case you accidentally press the button. We want to proceed, so I'll press OK, and all the planned upgrades are back on the unassigned list. For upgrades with multiple levels available, such as Arch Tower number 8, you may end up accidentally setting the higher level upgrades to start before the previous level is completed. This is impossible to do in game, so we don't want to be able to make that mistake when planning. If I set a higher level upgrade to complete before the lower level ones, it turns red to indicate there's a problem and the update button is greyed out to prevent saving this change. If I drag it back to complete after the other levels, it is no longer red and we can save the plan. If we go down to the unassigned upgrade, there is a sort by drop down at the top. This allows you to sort all of the unassigned upgrades by various parameters if you're looking for a particular upgrade to add to the queue. For example, I may wish to look for upgrades with the shortest upgrade time to add to my plan, so if I choose the time option with the arrow pointing up, they will be sorted by ascending time. It may be when you're planning out your upgrades, you want to factor in using a magic item or a hammer to complete an upgrade. These will instantly complete the upgrade, so if the whole upgrade time is displayed in the timeline, it will make the future upgrades inaccurate. If you press the Send To button on an upgrade, at the bottom you'll see two options. One is a Book of Building and one is a Hammer of Building. If I check the box for Use Book of Building, the time for the upgrade changes to instant and no longer shows on the timeline. It is still there on the plan, however as it is an instant upgrade, it doesn't take up any time on the timeline. Don't forget to press the update button after making any changes if you want to save them. If I decide that I don't want to use a Book of Building and I want to use the Hammer of Building, I can simply check the other box. Here we can see it says instant, but the cost is gone also, as the hammer covers the resource costs. If I change my mind again and I don't wish to use either the hammer or the book, I can simply uncheck the box and it's back to showing an upgrade time and appearing on the timeline. If we fast forward in time, we are now ready to start the upgrade that is flagged to use the Book of Building. If I press the Start Upgrade button, a prompt is displayed reminding me that I'd planned to use the Book of Building for it. If I still plan on using a Book of Building, I can press the green button that says Upgrade Instantly, which immediately completes the upgrade on the tracker as it would do in game. If I've changed my mind, I can also choose to start the upgrade as normal, which will start the regular upgrade timer. Looking at the upgrades, you'll notice there are various colours displayed. The main background colour of an upgrade represents the upgrade type, such as all archer towers are a green colour and all cannons are a grey colour. On the left hand side of each upgrade, there is a strip of colour and this represents the Town Hall or Builder Hall level of that upgrade. This can be useful for spotting upgrades that are from an earlier Town Hall level. The colour of the strip is similar to the Town Hall colour. For example, these upgrades have a white strip on the left, which means that they are Town Hall 11 upgrades. A red colour would be a Town Hall 10, a grey colour would be Town Hall 9, and so on. The border around an item can also indicate if you planned on using a magic item to complete the upgrade. Click on the Show Details button below the timeline to see a list of colours and an explanation of the border styles. If your Town Hall or Builder Hall level isn't maxed, there's a checkbox below the builders that says Show Upgrades for the next Town Hall level, in the case of this village, Town Hall 12. This option is useful for when you're thinking about upgrading to the next Town Hall level and want to start planning upgrades you'd like to complete once the Town Hall is upgraded. To enable this, click the box and then press the refresh button. If we scroll down, we can now see the upgrades for Town Hall 12 are available to plan. Unticking the box and pressing refresh will reverse it. Moving over to the Lab Planner, this is a very similar system to the Builder Planner, although there is only a single queue as you can only perform one research task at a time. That's it for this video. The next one will be a shorter one with some tips and tricks for how to get the most out of the planner. If you have any specific questions, ask them in the comments below. Links for Twitter and Discord are in the description. Thanks for watching.